Hey, another week and another time for SR Synth Weekly, and hey, we're gonna have a good one today because I got a little new stuff, got a little, artists I've played before, so we're gonna do a little bit of everything today. So let's just jump right into it and just get going. So first of all, we're gonna have a really cool song. He's helped me a lot with getting some of this stuff figured out too. It's a Lance Haynie. He's out of Las Vegas, and he kind of incorporates a little bit of everything. He's future bass, synthwave. He does a little everything. His song today, the one he sent me, is called "Crazy." He didn't really give me anything because he knows I put my own stuff onto it. This song kind of incorporates what would be the perfect kind of like a outro or mid scene kind of deal, where two lovers have come together. This is a really catchy, vocal song, but what it does, it gives me that vibe of two lovers coming together, after a happy ending, kind of gives you that outro feel. Also, the two lovers running to each other kind of deal. That's what I feel on this. There's a lot of different things on it, but it gives me that feel of the kind of romantic kind of deal with it. Two lovers coming together as, running into open arms. You see it like on the beach or after being saved kind of deal. That's how I kind of feel. So check this one out. It's called "Crazy" by Lance Haynie.
My mind is spinning like crazy. My body's feeling like a summer afternoon. All the colors are hazy. All the shadows slip away when I'm with you. I don't know why I'm feeling so in love with you. See the world and go wherever you will go. Under the moonlight, where it glows so strong. Under the moonlight, I will wait for you. Shadows slip away when I'm with you. I don't know why I'm feeling so in love with you. See the world and go wherever you will go. Under the moonlight, where it glows so strong. Under the moonlight, I will wait for you. Under the moonlight, I will wait for shadows slip away when I'm with you. I don't know why I'm feeling so in love with you. See the world and go wherever you will go. Under the moonlight, where it glows so strong. Under the moonlight, I will wait for you.
I mean, the reason why I was so short when on my description, because it's just that's the only thing that came to my head. There's a lot more ideas in it, but when I was doing my searches, and movie stuff, all of those just seemed to come in, and that would incorporate. There could be a lot more, ideas that somebody else might think, which is really awesome. And I've been getting a lot of the comments in this section. So, but that's my view on it. So, let me know what you think. Next up, we have Iterations, and I hope I said that right. The song is called The Relic. They're out of Washington. Iterations is out of Washington, and they're a synthwave group. And his description of the song is called post-punk soundtrack synthwave. You know me, it's a little vague, so I like adding, got to add my stuff into it. So I'm going to first start with, this is Street Hawk. I mean, if you've never seen that show, it's a guy with a supercharged bike and he solves crime. It kind of gives me that same vibe on it, like that would be in that kind of show, kind of Airwolf kind of show too. It's got to be an upbeat, kind of like a sci-fi technology hero kind of movie, especially with some kind of car or kind of vehicle. Also, it kind of gives me that. I know it's going to sound really weird, so I'm gonna have to read this one for my notes. It's I get this from because I was actually watching this, the movie Wraith. If you haven't seen that movie, what's wrong with you? No, seriously. It's kind of like the Wraith mid scene with the guy and the girl, Charlie Sheen, and I don't know the girl's name. I'm drawing a blank on it right now. Where they're at the lake, and not at the lake, but they're leaving and they're together, and they just, and they're finally getting, at the end of the movie, and that's where the outro goes. That's kind of where I get that feel. I got a couple of songs that want to do that today, but that's kind of the feel I get. But it's got to have some kind of like hero technology and, some good hero, action type style movie. So give it a listen and let me know what you think. It's Iteration and it's The Relic. like I said, that kind of gives me that feel of, you know, it's got to have like an action movie kind of feel with it, with the, you know, some kind of technology, and or some kind of like a guy girl leaving, but it's got to have something in it, kind of the kind of action movie feel. So let me know what you think in the comments below, and hopefully you like it, and make sure you follow their stuff. Next up, like I said, I'm mixing new and old and people I've played before, so you know, we're just trying to keep it going. Next up is Turbo Vice. I've played him before. Love the music. Love the whole setup that they have. Again, they're out of the UK, and the song today is Summer Nights. This song, the description is just simple and light. That's basically what he said. But my take on it is, and stop me if I'm wrong, because this gives me the whole Miami Vice feel. You know, where Crockett's and Tubbs are at the climax, and you know, they're doing their fight, and they're, you know, feeling out the things, and then they start winning, and it just, you know, as it grows and through the climax to the end, and they're winning. That's the first major feel. The second feel is, I know it's kind of on it's kind of on the same line, but if you've ever seen Buckaroo Banzai, I know that's a weird cult movie to be referencing here, but if you've ever seen it, and there's a thing in there where his love, I think it's Penny. I'm drawing a blank right now. Anyway, the love interest, Penny, just got arrested for attacking Buckaroo because what he did at the jazz club, and you know, and she was just upset. And they're doing their talk in the prison or the jail cell, and he lets her out. But the whole sequence, you could put this song behind it, because I actually did, and it works. So that's also what I kind of feel like. It's also kind of like at the ending, towards the end, you know, where the lover comes back, and you know, they get back together. That's kind of what I feel on that. But it's mostly, I mostly feel the Miami Vice thing too. So check it out. Check out all of his stuff, because it's awesome. It's Turbo Vice, and it's Summer Nights. So what'd you think? I mean, it gives me that, you know, like I said, it gives me that Miami Vice feel. But all of his stuff is awesome. I've been following it for a while now. So check it out. Next up, we have Mirrorvoid. I'm sorry if I have to look down a lot. My eyes are not focusing really well today. So, like I said, the song is called Mirrorvoid. And they're basically out of Canada. And the song he sent me today is Black Hole Eyeshadow. Let me give you the description. A simple bass line as a hook and distorted synths as icing. Dark wave and Joy Division style dark wave fusing with synthwave. I'm going to be honest, I don't know much about Joy Division. So I can't really say much about that because I haven't really listened to it. I've probably heard it, but my brain was... I didn't look it up when I was doing this, so I'll go with that. On my take, though, I'm giving it the Kung Fury kind of feel. And when you hear it, it kind of feels like that. Of course, Kung Fury can be any 80s movie out there because that's what it was made for. And it's awesome. Go check it out. No. Anyway, it's kind of like that sci-fi robot cop TV show kind of feel. Or kind of like a... You know, kind of that kind of like TV intro feel, like the, you know, robot cops and stuff like that. Also kind of gives me that feel of... I don't know if you've seen the movie. It's kind of like a la Robot Jox, or a movie like that. You know, you have that good hook line, a good bass line with it, and it just gives you that whole, excuse me, that whole encompassment of, you know, like robots and humans, you know, fighting. It's a kind of like an action robot movie fighting thing. I know that sounds kind of vague, but you could put it in like Robot Jox and it'll work. So go see that movie and you'll see what I mean. Also, because it just happened to fall upon me, it kind of feels like a game intros too, of a, you know, kind of the older NES, Super NES games, but it's better, you know, obviously better quality. But I actually heard this, Star Quest. It's actually a game that I just happened to catch when I was looking it up, and they kind of sound alike. It's really cool. It's kind of like, and it kind of encompasses that any kind of game that like fights in space, or like you know, fighting game that's in space kind of feel. That's how I kind of feel on that. So check it out. It's Mirrorvoid, and it's I'm sorry, it's Mirrorvoid Black Hole Eyeshadow. I can't really say much about it. I mean, it just gives me that game intro feel and gives me that, you know, I just don't know why I keep thinking robots. I guess I have robots on the brain, but that's kind of what I feel. It kind of gives me that robot fighting movie, you know, humanity rescue deal. But let me know what you think in the comments as always, and just make sure you're following all of them. Next up is Angst Athens. I hope I'm saying the way they want me to. They're out of Amsterdam, and the song is called The Finale of Species. Their description basically literally says, the final bittersweet chapter in the battle between humanity and their future. I can't say anything better than that. You know, this is kind of like a post-apocalyptic intro movie, a la Running Man, you know, style. Basically, when he's going in first time and, you know, going through the first run of the section. That's kind of what I get. Also, kind of gives me that. I know it's gonna sound weird, so just bear with me. I want to feel like Terminator meets fantasy. You know, where it's kind of like a time and space kind of deal where the hero and the evil go back in time, or, you know, kind of, I don't know what, it's just kind of weird. I say the Terminator like meets fantasy because it kind of goes all, you know, as it grows, you kind of my brain just starts feeling that it goes into like a technology and magic become one kind of deal. I don't know why. I'm kind of weird like that. Excuse me. I also think about the like a movie scene where hero, I've said this a few times, but this kind of works here too, but the hero gains power magically, and it just comes in, you know, kind of like a shock deal. Everybody's just staring at him, and, you know, he's standing there, I'm gaining power, you know, all of a sudden light comes down, or, you know, he's comes back up and he's, you know, got power to go face the evil. That's kind of what I feel like. Again, like I said, everybody on this saying they could have a completely different feel about it. But that's just kind of what popped in my head when I was thinking about it. So again, check it out. It's Angst Anthem, Angst Athens, and the Finale of Species. like I said, I mean, if you feel it, I mean, if you can feel it, that's kind of what I feel. Just the whole magic meets, you know, technology deal. So let me know what you think in the comments, and make sure you follow them, because all the music is pretty awesome. Next up is DepthCruiser. I played them before, so don't say you played them. So yeah, they're out in New York as usual. This song is called "Pictures to Listen To." I had to look that up twice to make sure I wasn't wrong. This is from his album Depth of Perception. This gives me a lot, but mostly this is a resurrection scene. The heroes, the heroes just resurrected from like death. Not some people are gonna say like Justice League. Not even that. Just something out where he was dead and then comes back to life, and he's standing by, he's standing by the lake or something and just reflecting on what happened before he died and coming back to life. It's also one of those where, like the last song, kind of either the hero develops powers or the powers get stronger as they go along, and after the climax, and you can just feel that the confidence building into the hero's eyes. It's also for my little. I know it's gonna sound weird because I couldn't find a movie for it, but it also gives me that with the oceanic sounds. It kind of gives me that oceanic movie ending where where everybody survived the boat problems, or they were on a boat and they capsized everything, but everybody survived and they're reflecting on being rescued and everything, and it goes to the outro. Kind of gives me all of that. I mean, because the song is just so well developed that it could just work with pretty much anything. So, but that's my main visions of it. So I mean, hell, we could make a movie where the resurrection inside of a boat, it works. But again, check it out. It's a DepthCruiser. Sorry. It's a DepthCruiser, and it's Pictures to Listen To. like I said, I mean, I can't say anything more. I mean, you can encompass pretty much that into any movie at all. But the resurrection just feels that's kind of what it feels like. It feels like a resurrection song. So for a movie. So, but anyway, follow him as always, and make sure you're following everybody on social media, because that just makes their lives just what this whole idea is for. Last up today, and I'm always going to screw this name up. I played it before, and I'm always going to screw it up. So apologies, Ricardo. I'm apologies. It's a Endemico. Endemico. Told you I was going to screw it up. It's out of Italy, Sardinia, Italy. The song today is "Don't Mess with the Prophet." He didn't send me any description because he knows I put my own spin on it. This is kind of like an infight of either a sci-fi kind of fighting movie. The reason I say that is kind of like the infight, and it goes into the walk off. The lovers walk off, or the hero walks off, and it fades kind of feel. It's just kind of encompasses that feel, after the fight, or a sci-fi fight, or they just walk off, and then it fades to black. Heroes win, everybody's happy. I'm gonna go back to The Wraith because that's my favorite movie. It's the lake scene where they're again Charlie Sheen and the girl are in the lake, and they're talking, and then the whole scene where they're doing their happy joy stuff. That's kind of what I feel like. Also, I got this. It's kind of Wraith, kind of a lot of other movies. The vigilante hero, has done all the good stuff and keeps saving the people, and you never know. And then finally, at the end, the hero shows his lover who he is. The identity find out when they take off the mask. Like I'll use since I'm using Wraith here again. It uses the where he comes out of the car and turns from the Wraith to Charlie Sheen, and it kind of gives you that encompass. Again, this song could be used anywhere else in the movies, but that's just what what popped in my head. So check it out. It's Endemico, and it's "Don't Mess with the Prophet." Again, like I said, it could be encompass anything, but that's what I felt. Let me know what you think. But that's it for the day, for this week, and I appreciate all love, and I appreciate all the love on social media and even on my music site lately. So, but make sure you like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you're new here, welcome. Subscribe, and make sure you hit that bell notification so you know when it comes out. I try to market it on Twitter as much as I can. Follow me on Twitter. If you haven't already, follow me on Twitter and on my social media, which is down below. Make sure you follow everybody on this list. Their links are below. Check out the rest of their music because it's all awesome. Check out their sites and everything and buy their music because that's basically what we're here for. So, again, I appreciate everybody this week. And like I said, make sure you're subscribing and help me out by telling your friends. Tell all your friends and love and family. No. But I appreciate it, and I'll see everybody next week. Thanks for all the love, and later.